Hi YouTube, it's Tracy from Entrepreneur Girl, and I'm so excited today, Tracy's Tuesday Tips, to be talking about Amazon and grocery. So if you are gated or ungated, this video is for you because it's super important, and it's something that I think is going to be really big. We've had quite a few grocery videos in the past. You know that I'm ungated in grocery. I'm going to link a couple that I think will be important to you, the ungating video, and also one that shows me doing a grocery haul at Publix. And so those will be down below in the description box underneath the video if you want to take a look at those. And if you're not ungated and you're interested in becoming ungated. But oh my gosh, this is huge. You have to think about what's been happening lately. Amazon is positioning themselves to be huge in grocery. If you haven't seen the news lately, take a look at this. So not only was Amazon pretty big already, but about a week and a half ago, they decided to buy Whole Foods for $13.7 billion. What? That is crazy. And if you've been watching the news, everyone is pretty freaked out about this. The most freaked out are the competitors. You know, the other grocery store chains are really just kind of shaking in their boots because this is not as simple as Amazon buying out a grocery chain, as if, you know, that wasn't big enough, or the fact that they spent $13.7 billion, gulp. This suggests a massive shift in how people will buy groceries moving forward. And all of the big players know it. So everyone is kind of freaking out over this news. This news was so big that the stock market tanked on the news. And so this was really a big deal because all of the competition, all of the people, the big players like we were talking about, realized that this was more than just a purchase. This was a movement in that this could change how everyone buys groceries forever. Wow. And so competitors are really scratching their head, you know, wondering how and if they can position themselves to compete with Amazon. And people, stockholders namely, are also wondering the same thing. So a lot of big news on this and a lot of big impact on this as well. Okay, so what does this mean for you? What does it mean for me? What does it mean for all the resellers out there? Well, wow, I think that this is such a huge opportunity. I've done a video in the past, is Amazon dead? And as you heard me say, I really don't believe so. You may disagree, but I feel like Amazon is just in the infancy of what they can do. And I think that this just goes right along with that. This is obviously Amazon's next big tactic to position themselves not only as the #1 online source, but also as the #1 online grocery powerhouse. And here we are at the very beginning of an important trend in our society. And how often does that happen? Like, if ever, here you are at the forefront of something that could be huge and that could be massive for you and your online business. So whether you agree with me or disagree with me, I want you to just pause for a second and think about the current events and what has been happening here and how big this could potentially be. Now, I've had people ask me on email in the past, you know, why would anybody shop on Amazon? They just don't get it. You know, they don't get why people would spend more money shopping online than, you know, maybe they could find at their local store. And so we've talked about this a zillion times, so I'm not going to get into it, you know, elaborately. However, I will say that whether it's a health issue, whether it is you're in a remote location, whether it's a matter of convenience, you're just really busy, you have more money than you have time, and so you would just rather pay and have everything arrive at your doorstep. Or maybe it's just you're a millennial. You know, kids are very comfortable online. They've grown up with the internet. they order stuff online. That's how they do it. And they just don't even understand why people would spend an entire day and all that gas money and all that time shopping for a product and maybe then not even finding it. They can go online, find not only the exact product that they wanted, but they could find the exact color that they wanted and size, and maybe there's some, different textures they can pick from. They can see all of their options and then maybe even get it personalized and have it to their door in 2 days, and they did it all in like 10 minutes. So that is the reason why a lot of people choose to spend more money on groceries or physical products online versus having to go and get it for themselves locally. So all that to say that I really want you to think about this for your company, because this could be a big deal for you. I'm certainly going to be taking this very seriously for my company. I'm actually going to pause everything I had on the burner and try to reconfigure some things within my own company. And I'm also considering doing a whole grocery course if anybody out there is interested. So if you are, put that down in the comments below and let me know. Also, my website is www.entrepreneurgirl.net, and you can just get on the mailing list that way, and I'll shoot you out information if I do decide to go that route. But if enough people are interested, I would just, kind of put in course form what I'm already going to do for myself. But I just think that this is the start of a trend that could be very important to us as resellers. I think it's a great opportunity to add a lot of sales and a lot of profit to our business. So what are some steps that you can take now? Okay, the very first thing that you can do if you have any interest in this at all is to try to get approved if you're not already. And I mean now. As you've seen in the past, it used to be relatively easy to get approved in grocery. With my first grocery video, when I got approved, you can kind of see how easy it was. And then it got a lot, more difficult with this new positioning with Amazon. I'm not really sure what we'll see in the future. There might be a lot more sellers trying to get involved. Amazon might have to restrict it even further. They might add, a lot more requirements. So right now, it's still relatively calm. So if I were you and I had any interest or thought I might have interest in this in the future, I would try really hard to get approved right now. Number 2, buy one, get one. I have the video that I went to Publix. I'm pretty lucky because I have lots of grocery stores around me, like Winn-Dixie's and Publix's, that offer buy one, get one free. And so I just walk each store, I do a loop, and I just collect all the buy one, get ones that I can, sell on Amazon for a profit. And that works really well because I have one totally free unit that I can make money on and sell sometimes even above retail price. So buy one, get ones are a pretty big deal with my business, and I just wanted to tell you about them so they could be a big deal in your business. Number 3, expiration dates. You probably already know this, but you really, really, really have to watch expiration dates when you're sending to Amazon, because there's a whole policy around that. So you want to know the Amazon policies. You want to know how far off on the expiration dates you have to be before you even send them in. And you also want to search for items that have a long shelf life, so you don't have to worry so much about, some of the expiration dates that are relatively quick. Okay, number 4, let me show you this. Superfoods Grocery. We're going to enter in Superfoods Grocery on the Amazon.com site. Look at the products that are selling. These are all obviously healthy superfoods. This is all the trend right now. One of the niches that we could be thinking through is healthy and organic is a really big deal right now, right? So we could be looking for these superfoods. We can be searching the Amazon website to look for different niches of people, different profitable things. Along the same line is you can do a Google search for Amazon best sellers in groceries. And you can see all the foods that are top rank in all of these different categories to give you some other ideas on what areas you want to be focused on. 5, keep your ears to the floor. Since this is kind of an evolving thing and it could be a potentially big deal, you really want to be all in it. Like be checking the news out for it. Keep checking every couple of days. Go on, different Amazon threads, find out what people are saying, see if you get any other tips, any other ways that you can maximize your position to get yourself ready for what could come. Just try to, gauge how you can be moving with it. So definitely keep in the loop with this. Number 6, think through the niches, which we kind of already talked about a little bit. But, in addition, just be thinking about what is really popular right now. We talked about healthy and organic. Weight loss is always a big deal. There's always a huge following for anything that might help a person lose weight. If there's a new diet out there and it's like all the craze and you're watching Oprah one day and they're talking about it, well, you want to, kind of get what are the types of items that people that are going to be on that diet are purchasing, because there's going to be an increase in sales in those categories. A lot of my old videos, recent old videos that you've seen, I had a lot of glue. Well, the reason I have a lot of glue is because slime is all the thing right now, right? It's a trend. Everybody's doing it. They are purchasing glue in like huge quantities right now. And so I know that. And so I've added glue, to the products that I'm selling. This is along the same lines. Number 7, think through your business model. Okay, how can you position yourself? What do you need to change? What do you need to be looking at differently with doing grocery? Obviously, expiration dates is probably going to be something that you haven't had to deal with a lot. So you're going to need to be pulling up those policies and printing them up and knowing your business with that. But you're also going to need to get familiar with the grocery stores. What does it mean for storing the product? You need to have quick turnaround in listing it and getting it into the warehouse. And so these are all things behind the scenes on a business level that you also need to be considering. Number 8, maximizing, utilizing all of those coupons, cashback, liquidation stores. CVS and Walgreens are really good about giving you coupons for like $10. Or if you make a purchase, they add you points up, and it's kind of like the same as cash. You can use it back in the store. So all of those can be very valuable and make a big difference when you're buying in huge amounts. Also just coupon cutting, looking online at different coupon sites, using those in addition to the buy one get ones can be just amazing. You walk out of there and you think, what? So anyhow, number 9, brand it. Brand yourself. Really consider forging a brand for you and for your company. Consider a storefront, a website. It doesn't have to be anything fancy or expensive. Just pop something up that shows a consistent brand with you and with your products. Advertising with Amazon. I keep saying that over and over again, but it works. And that is something that you can be doing right now to position yourself. Okay, so that's what I have for you today. And I just have so much else to talk about this topic. I just feel like we're barely scratching the surface. But again, let me know if you're interested in hearing more in the comments down below, or just go ahead and pop over to my website, entrepreneurgirl.net, and get on the mailing list, and we'll talk about it there. Okay, thanks guys. I hope that was useful to you. I hope you will pause and think about everything that we said today. Love to hear your thoughts on it, see if you agree or disagree. Just kind of chat about it down below in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next video. Keep rocking it, guys. Bye.